It was a golden summer morning. Sunlight filtered through the lush green branches of the forest, casting a shimmering glow on the ground. The forest echoed with birdsong. In this very forest, on an old banyan tree, lived a parrot named Mitu. His green feathers sparkled, and his beak always spoke sweet words. But Mitu's life hadn't always been so peaceful. He was the hero of a story filled with struggle. A few years ago, Mitu lived a happy life in the same forest with his parents. One day, however, a group of humans entered the forest and began cutting down trees. The mango tree where Mitu's home was built was also cut down. His parents were injured in the incident and passed away within a few days. From that day on, Mitu was orphaned. He moved to the banyan tree, but loneliness began to eat him from within. In the beginning, it was very hard for him to find food. Earlier, his mother used to bring him grains, fruits, and seeds, but now it was his own responsibility. He flew from tree to tree, sometimes eating berries, sometimes digging insects out of dry twigs. Often, he had to fight other birds, especially crows and vultures. One day, a fox tried to catch him by trickery, but Mitu's agility saved his life. Slowly, he began to get familiar with other animals in the forest. He met a wise old owl named Chatteranand, who taught him how to gather food according to the seasons and which directions were safe to fly. Mitu listened carefully and gradually began to grow in confidence. But his struggles weren't over yet. One summer, a wildfire broke out in the forest. Because of the dry leaves and strong winds, the fire spread quickly. Mitu managed to escape by flying, but many trees, animals, and birds perished. He had to find a new home again. The burning forest left a lasting image in his eyes. Life after the fire became even harder. Food was scarce, shelter was difficult to find, and new dangers lurked around. But Mitu did not give up. Every morning before sunrise, he would take flight in search of food in distant areas and return to his tree by afternoon. His hard work began to pay off. One day, while eating berries near a bush by the river, he heard someone whimpering. He flew closer and saw a tiny rabbit, injured and trembling with hunger. Mitu was reminded of his own lonely days. He gently covered the rabbit with his wings and brought water from a nearby pond. Then he flew around the forest asking other birds for help. Soon, animals gathered and they all helped treat the rabbit. That incident became a turning point in Mitu's life. He no longer lived just for himself, he began helping other creatures in the forest. He formed a small team, sparrows, squirrels, pigeons, all working together to support one another. Gradually, greenery returned to the forest, and Mitu emerged as a true leader. His courage, wisdom, and hard work became legendary. Young birds now saw him as a mentor and learned from him how to stand strong in adversity. Mitu had turned his hardships into his strength. He understood that one cannot run away from sorrow, but with resilience, victory is possible.